Hello everyone, Randall Towsley, Blue Core Leadership. Welcome to another leadership lesson from the cockpit. And today, we're gonna dive into the concept of diving deep into hard issues. It's like purposely going through a hurricane. I wouldn't do that on purpose, but there are some people that do. They're equipped with the airplane and the skills, and when they get into the eye of that hurricane, things are very calm and very clear. Similar to when you dive into some deep issues. We'll talk about that in the cockpit. I hope you join me. Thanks.
Welcome back to the cockpit. I want to continue the conversation around this idea that problem solving and good problem solving is like reaching the eye of a hurricane. Now, I've never gone through a hurricane, and most people haven't, but there are people that do that for a living, and they do it safely because they have the right equipment, they have the right information, and they have the correct procedure to do that. And what I understand is when you get through the eye wall and then get to the eye, it is tranquil, it is calm, it is beautiful. I can only imagine what that's like. Sometimes working through big issues is just like the feeling that you're about to go through a big hurricane. There's going to be a lot of turbulence. You're fearful for the outcome, so there's stress involved. But what we always say is, and it's true, when we're about to tackle an issue, it's just an issue. Every issue known to mankind is solvable. It's just that some issues are bigger, and some issues have an emotional charge that make it very difficult for us to solve. Now, though we never consider going through a hurricane, when I'm flying, as I am right now, going south to Florida, I am going to encounter some weather, and I've got to calculate whether I can go through some of these clouds or whether I need to go around some of these clouds. Other clouds may be a bit bumpy, and I'm willing to go through them if it's just me. And I will know that I'll get to the other side. So that's similar to going through the hurricane and getting to that eye. We know that we'll go through a little bit of pain and maybe a little bit of stress for a moment, but then things just open up and we realize that we're on the other side and things are good. Here are a few takeaways that I'd like to offer. First of all, be willing to take on the big issues, even if you know that you're going to be going through some turbulence and that it may be uncomfortable. Be willing to dive into those issues so you can solve it forever. Another thing to consider is to get well versed in the facts. Make sure you know all the facts surrounding that issue so you're prepared to be able to go deep and to understand what's going on and what needs to happen to solve that issue. And finally, be committed to get to the root of the issue. Don't stop short of really understanding what the true root cause is and then what you need to do to eliminate that root cause forever. If you can form a discipline to do this, I can almost guarantee you're going to get that experience of moving through the eye wall and into the eye of the hurricane where everything seems clear, everything seems calm, and you know and are confident about what to do next. As always, I appreciate you joining me in the cockpit and would love to hear your comments, your thoughts, your experiences. And until then, I look forward to seeing you soon back in the cockpit for another leadership lesson from the cockpit. Take care.
There's 7 Charlie Delta, left turn near discretion, Alpha to the ramp, my frequency. Have a great night.
Okay, left turn here, Alpha to the ramp will stay with you. You have a good night as well, thanks.